Hey, what's going on, everybody? This is Tyrone back with Tech Life, and this by many will be perceived as a negative for T-Mobile. So here we have another great article from Mike over at Light Reading. I will leave it in the description down below so you guys could check it out. Bracing for a slowdown in 5G network spending. Now, all the carriers eventually are going to drop Capex. Verizon will next year by 20%. T-Mobile is going to drop the Capex as well next year. They said so on multiple occasions. AT&T is probably the only carrier that's going to keep the Capex inflated for a few more years, but that's because they have a massive fiber build out. So you got to keep that in mind as you're looking at the numbers. So T-Mobile is anticipated by several analyst firms to drop the Capex down from the 13.7 to the 10.2 billion next year, from 13.7 billion to 10.2 billion. Now, this is just what everyone currently knows, right? At the third quarter earnings call, T-Mobile could very easily raise Capex again to go above 14 billion. They are exploring opportunities to accelerate the growth of the business. And if there is such an opportunity, they're going to take advantage of it and they're going to explore it. So there's still that possibility that they further raise Capex for this fiscal year. It's a possibility. But for next year, you got to look at it multiple ways. If they go down to that 10.2 billion, a lot of people are going to be disappointed by that. But you got to think of it too. A lot of the Sprint spending is going to be taken out of the business. The Synergies, remember? So as they finish the decommissioning of the sites, that's a spend that's no longer going to come out of the Capex. As they finish the Sprint keep sites, upgrading those, that's a spend that will no longer come out of the Capex. So that 10.2 billion can now go towards new sites, right? All new sites, further upgrades. They can allocate some of that spend for C-band, for example. It's still a lot of money, and there's still none of that going towards a specific fiber build. As you look at the Verizon and AT&T numbers of Capex, they're very high. Some say they're even inflated because of the 5G spend. But a large part of that spend is going to a big fiber build. Contractors, the fiber itself, all that costs money. And AT&T by far is likely spending the most on that. If AT&T spends 24 billion total, you could probably put 10 to 12 billion of that towards fiber for the year. Maybe more, depending, right? At least 10 to 12 billion out of the 24 billion is going towards the fiber build. Fiber to the home, not to the site. Some of it to the site, but fiber to the home. 10 to 12 billion, I've been told. That's a large chunk of money that's coming out of the 24 billion for fiber. When you look at T-Mobile's 10 billion, they're not building fiber to the home. They're building sites. They are a mobile pure business. So while it may look lopsided, it may actually be more effective for T-Mobile to go that route versus AT&T. T-Mobile's doing fixed wireless access where they're monetizing the extra capacity. But at the same token, a lot of people are wanting to see a fiber build from T-Mobile, pure their own fiber to the site. Well, at 10 billion, T-Mobile's not going to be able to accomplish that, because if they take out, let's say, 5 billion for a fiber build of their own to the site, then, there's hardly any money left for this coverage expansion. So they have to take every bit of that 10 billion and they got to make it, worthwhile for them. They got to be very effective. So I've been told the 10.2 billion or whatever they're going to spend next year, and they might go more depending, right? If they see the guidance, if they seek up more further opportunity, like I said, they might go to 11, they might go to 12 billion. I could definitely see that happening. And as they explore that, next year's Capex, from what I'm told, about 90% of it is going towards that rural build out, which is going to be, from what I'm told, is going to be massive in 2023. So make sure you guys stay tuned to the channel, like, share, subscribe, follow my social media outlets. This is Tyrone with Tech Life. See y'all in the next one. Peace.